What's up everybody, I'm Greg Peters with the Car Passion channel, and behind me I have my 99 Mazda Miata. Relatively stock, except for a couple bolt-ons, 6-speed swap, but most importantly, a little bit of the sauce. So this does have a Nitrous Express wet nitrous kit. The car made 125 wheel horsepower without the nitrous, and I currently have a 75 shot in it, and it makes just over 190 horsepower. And what I want to do is come out to beautiful planet Mars, where there are no speed limits, and do a little bit of 0 to 60 and 1/8 mile testing with and without the nitrous, just to try to quantify what the difference actually is. And the way that I'll be quantifying those specs today is of course with Draggy. I just picked up the brand new DRG 70. It's supposed to have better battery life and higher accuracy. If you don't know what these things are, they're freaking awesome. They're just as accurate as taking your car to a drag strip and getting a time slip. And if you don't believe that, honestly, you probably think the earth is flat too, so I'm sorry. But for those of you who know about Draggy, if you do want to pick one up, I got a coupon code CARPASSION10. It's going to save you a few bucks off of one of these. They're super fun to use. I've featured it on the channel multiple times before. So anyways, enough talking. Let's get this thing out on the road and see just how slow a Miata really is. All right, so run one, no nitrous. Let's see what the old Miata's got. Apologies to second gear, but we out here trying to get specs, okay? So you're gonna have to put up with a little abuse. I don't even know why I came to Mars, honestly. I don't even think I was speeding right there. Gonna do a little U-turn here and give her one more shot, and then we'll take out the spec. We'll take a look at the numbers. Did get a good amount of wheel spin off the line, but when you're on the street, on a street tire, spinning the tires can be just about as fast as slipping the clutch. There's not a lot of grip to be had anyway, so not too worried about it. All right, Mars run number 2. Hopefully we don't accidentally go into orbit. So as I suspected, the second launch was a little bit better. That's a 7.38 0 to 60.
Why is it that some slow cars feel faster than they are?
I never said it was gonna be fast, okay? So 7.38 0 to 60, and like I mentioned earlier, this car does have a 6-speed. Third gear is absolutely mandatory to get to 60. The Draggy, it's so sensitive. You can see a little blip where I go into third gear just above 45 miles an hour. So it's not a matter of like, I'll just raise the rev limiter couple hundred RPM and I'll be able to get to 60. No, I'd have to raise it to like 10,000 probably. Anyways, let's check out the 1/8 mile. The second one was better, slightly lower speed, but let's see. I can actually see the slope difference as well. So the slope on the first run was negative 0.13%, and the slope on the second one was actually 0.22% uphill. So that explains the very, very slight speed difference, about 1 mile per hour. But this time was better, 9.89 seconds at 69.46 miles per hour. I think I'm gonna give it one more shot without the nitrous, see if I can improve those numbers at all, and then we'll kick on the nitrous and spray and pray. Pray that I do not blow up this stock motor. Anyways, let's go have some more fun. So no improvement there. I really messed up the launch on the first one, so just gonna go ahead and disregard that. It was a 10:18 1/8 mile and a 7.83 0 to 60. So we're gonna forget that one, but we got 3 good data points, and although I didn't make any improvement, can see that all 3 times are very consistent. The launches were pretty equal, and yeah, there's really, that's how fast the car goes. So best 0 to 60, 7.38. I thought for some reason it didn't record my 8th mile, and I just realized that in order to not show you a bunch of data that you don't want, like if you're just cruising around with Draggy on and you're like taking off from stoplights like at normal pace, it still records all those 8th miles. So it says, hey, we're only gonna show you the 8th miles where you're actually trying, which of course would be under 10 seconds. But the last two, they were over 10 seconds. Look, I don't need to be insulted by you too, Draggy. I already have the internet to deal with. Anyways, the only decent run from the last couple attempts was a 10:01 at 69.01, almost exactly the same. It does between 9:89 and 10:01, so consistent times. Now I'm going to turn on my bottle heater, and then we'll go out and do the same exact thing and see how the results change. So the pressure right now is usable. It's at about 900 psi, but I want it to get up to 1000 or 1050 so we can get it just close to that 200 wheel horsepower mark, which is about what it made on the dyno. I think it made 191 at just under 1000 psi with the 75 shot. Put on my man's widow seatbelt, and just go ahead and run that bottle heater for only take a few minutes to get it warmed up, and then we'll do some pulls. So see you in a second. All right, bottle pressure is at just about 1000 psi. I'm gonna open the bottle, arm the nitrous, and give her a little purge. There we go. So the way I have the nitrous set up is it comes on above 95% throttle and above 4,700 RPM. So I'm going to be able to launch the car with no nitrous, then it will come on automatically in the top of first gear, and then every time I go into the next gear, I'll be above that 4,700 RPM threshold. So it'll be spraying for the entire pass except for the launch, which I think it would probably just overwhelm the tires if I tried to spray while launching anyway. So I think it's actually gonna be a better setup that way. But anyways, let's take it out and see how it does. Try it again and launch a little bit easier. Got a little bit of clutch slip. I don't think it was wheel spin. I do think it's clutch slip. Anyways, let's freaking go. Much better. Now I gotta hurry up and go get my GoPro before somebody steals it. It's still there. Are you still recording? Yeah. I hope that looks sick. What are the results here? 8th mile, almost got down into the 8s for an 8th mile, and I don't think that's too bad for sub 200 horsepower and $1,000 nitrous setup. Also went from 69 to 79 miles an hour on the trap speed, which really demonstrates the difference in horsepower. And then let me check out the 0 to 60. We did have a 5.5, but it was invalidated because Draggy saw that the downhill slope was greater than 1%, so it automatically invalidated the run. Our best time, 5.77 seconds. Obviously a huge improvement over 7.38, and like I said before, it's a 2-shift 60. I got to go to third to hit 60 miles an hour, so it's just never going to be that impressive. But this video is kind of just about showing the difference in power, so I think I did a pretty good job at that. If you guys want to check out a Draggy for yourself, I'll put my affiliate link down in the description. Save yourself a couple bucks. I'm going to upload all this data that I just collected to the Global Hairdresser Flex Off, where I keep information about a ton of different Miatas from Draggy data and time slips, so you can compare how fast the different cars are and see how fast you can expect your Miata to go once you start hopping it up. But anyways, hopefully you enjoy this fun little video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.